Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Adventures still suck, and I'm Slidewhistle.
I agree 100%, and I am Immunization.
This eggnog doesn't work as an eggnog, but it's 15%, so here we go! It's Aaron.
Shit, you on that fucking eggnog slamming already?
Yeah.
We are in December, boys.
It did snow the other day, and I said, that's all I need to dip into the nog. Except that this eggnog is like egg water. It tastes like something I would make in college, unsuccessfully, but Christian Brothers is selling it for $8.
Well, I'm glad you're celebrating early for my birthday month. Woo!
It's your golden year.
Oh, that already happened.
What are you, old? What are you, like 30? You old-ass bag of bones?
Whoa. Hey, in the Warcraft community, I'm a young spring chicken. So.
Exactly. we have 20 years till we meet the median.
Oh.
Oh, man. This is going to be another one where we have a nice long list of show notes to go through in a sequential, quotes are on sequential order. Today we're going to be freeballing it again because my brain is just swimming in Shadowlands goop.
You probably won't hear from Growlina because that bitch is running World Quest. They made them real long.
Ooh, I do like 2 or 3, and then I'm like, well, there went my night.
It's weird. I'm kind of feeling it, though. Because all we know from World Quest, obviously, is, like, go here, kill 9 things quick, run away. But, like, these are, like, legitimate quests. Mm-hmm. They are actual world quests, not, like, world, like, minute bites.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike them. I'm just not used to it.
I'm out there. I kill a vampire man when I'm taking Stain Hill, which they ask me to take Stain Hill, or whatever it's called, every 6 hours. But you kill him, and it's, like, 0.5%. And I said...
Please, no. Yo, there was a Wildhead article about a world quest. And how it worked was, if you do all of this crazy bullshit, you get a eye level 180 two-handed sword. And I was like, I fucking need this shit. But to do it, you literally it was like you were like a circus act. You were juggling all these random buffs in this zone. And it was so stupid that I fucked it up. And now my Death Knight doesn't get it, and I'm mad about it.
Dude, you suck.
Yeah, it sounds like you fucking suck. They even told you how to do it. What, can't you read? Can't you read?
Can't you read, mister?
Can't you read?
Kitty. It was the best of worlds, it was the worst of worlds.
I switched the books.
I told you couldn't read, Oscar. Okay, that's our Hey Arnold quote. Check. Wait, they told me how to do it, but they should have said it explicitly. Hey, when you do this, immediately start moving. Because I did the world quest, and then I started to read on how to do it, and I got so confused that 8 minutes of my buff went away, and I had 2 minutes left, and I said, this sucks, I give up. So I'm still mad. Fuck you.
Tisk.
Okay, Immune, I see you have it pulled up over there. Read it before we forget about it, because we will forget about it, because we're going in.
Yeah, we got some fan mail, boys.
Woo!
And this one is from our boy Gehrman, and he says, happy 100. He says, hey, DNR crew, I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you on 100 episodes. Well done. I mean, yeah, it's surprising to me too.
Woo.
I would have sent congratulations earlier, but I heard there was some controversy surrounding the courts that some of the earlier DNR episodes may have in fact been episodes of other podcasts fraudulently uploaded in order to bolster your counts. I'm glad the recount sorted things out, though.
You over there, don't make me remember to trade chat. Those days are behind me.
Or don't make us remember the podcast about Dragon Ball Dragon Ball that Aaron posted earlier.
Dr. Giroux's Mean Bean Machine is ready for episode 2. The jump in quality will be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and then you just factor in all these bonus episodes. I mean, that we like secretly dumped in the middle of the night.
Secret dumps.
Yeah, taking massive dumps over here. But Gehrman continues to say, so, Shadowlands, what do you think? I like it, but I must admit, now that I'm in Bastion, that initial sense of urgency has disappeared. Anduin and co are just going to have to wait while I tidy up this forge area.
Honestly, though, I mean, I want to get back our golden boy and his friends, but Mechaninos needs me to fix his little helicopter. And I said, this is what it's all about. This is pod racing.
And I mean, I like how, like, even though we've, like, are current on the campaign, we rescued Bane, but, you know, Anduin, Jaina, Thrall, like, who knows where they all are? It's like, they can wait.
It is kind of funny that, like, literally all of our fucking heroes are locked up and we're, like, petting owls and hanging out with, like, the blue people. Like, we gotta do something to help them.
Well, I guess overall we can answer his question. How are we feeling about Shadowlands now that we've had a week plus now of playing it?
It's very good. Very, very good.
I like it. There are very few things I dislike, though there are some glitches and bugs, but I know that they will disappear. Hopefully.
Is this your Venthyr voice now? You got a new one?
Yes! This is my new Venthyr voice. My name is... Okay, so the other day, Cubby Bub was like, what's Growlina's name going to be now that she's a Venthyr? Which is the one I picked, by the way. And I said, Growlina. And she goes, no, like, they all have long names. I go, well, technically, I'll be Countess Growlina eventually. She goes, no, what's her full name? So I had to be like,
So what is the Lord dictate? What is your real name now?
She will eventually be Countess Growlina Blisterflame. Something that I will forget as soon as I have put it into recording.
What if you added a Von in the middle of those two words?
Never. Then I'd be foreign trash.
Then you'd have to repent. But yeah, welcome to the club, buddy.
Yeah, our secret hall is under the ground in most of the zones, so it'll be like, go here, and I'll be on the upper ground. I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, oh, I have to go down. I have to take a magic mirror.
Also, like, sidetrack here, but, like, can we talk about how the one quest where, like, our one big swole boy, Draven, is that his name?
General Draven?
The gargoyle?
Yeah, General Draven, the gargoyle guy that's in our hall. The one quest where it's like, go report to him, and then he's just like all the way like on top of, like, not just on top of our order hall thing, but like, again, you have to like go up a few more flights to this like cliff edge that's like literally, if you went one step forward, he would like fall off of all of Shadowlands. I'm like, Draven, buddy, you okay?
He can fly. He's all right.
He's worried about the state of the world. Like me.
I'm worried about the state of the world.
Gary Busey.
I'm back. Episode 102.
Oh, we have an email from Gary Busey.
I've tied up Larry and Jerry.
You know, I was hoping that you would stay like in the first 100 episodes here and we would never have to see you again.
You're right, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna stop existing. Goodbye.
I think that answers Garibin's questions, right? That sums it up.
With a little bit of bonus content that I'm sure he asked for.
Nobody ever asked for the bonus content.
But I guess let's just dive into what did we accomplish / do / enjoy / dislike and WoW this week. Salai, do you want to start?
So I've just been playing nonstop, and I'm a little bit worried because I've been playing a fuck ton, and this is the week that I'm back to work. But I'm about to be off for 10 days, and you know I'm only going to be sitting here playing Shadowlands for 10 more days. And this is already a fucking truckload of shit. So I have my order, my Sanctum set up. I actually just hit Renown 6 like a couple minutes ago.
Is that the highest you can be this week?
Yeah, 6 is the current cap for the week of December 1st, whatever week this is. And I had a little questing with Tyrande, which was my my Arden Wield privilege showing. Yeah, it's why I decided to make my first alt go into the Night Fae, because I want to personally experience this. Well, Mr. Allen, my Necro Lord is already level 60, and he's joined their covenant, so yes, yeah. And Metalloid, my hunter, joined the Night Fae. He's 56, I believe. I'm not quite as fast as Slide has been, but I will say that the alt leveling, it's very alt friendly. We like talked a little bit about it last week, but we were a little wrong about how it worked out. Like, you level 50 to 60, if you choose the Threads of Fate
thing, you just immediately choose a covenant, and then you level just with side and world quests. And then I guess you could do dungeons and PvP or however else you want to level as well. We also had professions, which like helped as well, like level it up by like the collection so like herbalism and mining. So it's been really fast. Like I could be 60 if I just like put a few more hours in, I feel like.
Booty ATW is not going to be seeing the shores of Bastion for like a year. I log in and there's like 10 million things I do every day, and then I only accomplish 7 of them, and I lie in bed like, I didn't do enough today.
Dude, I go through that, and I'm not stopping playing. There's so much to do, and I that's such a good feeling. Like, I would rather have more things that I can't get to than things that I just like blow through and I'm just like waiting for something to do. But it's funny. I've heard this from multiple people from multiple different sources that Threads of Fate is slower than doing the traditional leveling. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, I leveled my dude to 60 like so fast. Dungeons will give you like a third of a level, by the way, if you're doing it on Threads of Fate. So they're actually worth it. Because they weren't worth it before if you're doing it regularly. They like a little tiny bit of experience. I don't know. I don't know how other people are leveling in Threads of Fate. I'm like, are you just doing world quests? Are you not doing like the side quests? Because those give so much. Battlegrounds, I don't really know how much it gives. I feel like it's not as much as it used to be. So I don't know. Still fun. But the Necrolords, so, I kind of wrote them off as the Stink Boys, which they still are the Stink Boys. But their story is actually very, very good. Like their side quests. Aaron, you just did those today, didn't you? Did you get that achievement?
I just did those today. This is something that you'll have to answer for me as someone who has experienced the Necrolords. Where do they live? Because I did a big quest today, and it was like claiming the Chosen. And I was like, that's an interesting name. And then I looked around after it was done, and we were in the House of the Chosen. I was like, aren't we the House of the Chosen? Where do these kids live now?
So if you, I don't know if you noticed it, I didn't notice this until Papa Cheese pointed it out in Discord. If you press M, which is the map key, you can see...
What?
You can see a ziggurat.
I was just writing them down this whole time.
You can see a floating ziggurat, a floating necropolis. That's one of the houses, I think. And you can access it. I think you can only access it if you're a member of the Necrolord Covenant, maybe. I got in the 60, and then it was like, go to the mall. And I'm like, on my death night? I don't fucking think so. I'm not going there right now. It's fucking hard enough on my druid. I can't imagine having to be like you guys and, well, I guess be like immune, because Aaron can run wild. But walking normally there is so awful.
I literally only quest in the mall if I can ride you.
So this is a side note. Is the mall supposed to be like ball bustingly difficult?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was manageable at one point, and then yesterday I went in to go do stuff, and I was like just getting destroyed by normal mobs, and I'm like, am I doing it wrong?
No, you're not. Like, I feel like some mobs and some days, and like if you get to a certain jailer eye level, it just becomes really hard. And then like if you're in war mode and then like you're just ganked by the horde as well, that's a whole nother level of hard.
Yeah, so I mean part of it too is also maybe your gear. Like, do you know what's your current eye level, do you know?
I'm like 150. I just got the ability to do heroic dungeons today. For whatever reason, it strung me along, and I was just a little weakling.
Yeah, I think you need 155 to do it, but they might have tweaked something recently. So, like, that's not a bad eye level, but, like, for the mall, like, positioning is everything, where there's so many fucking patrols. There's almost no safe spots you can stand in. If you go AFK, something will come across you and will slap your ass until you die. That's why I'm just like, Feral Druid, I'm invisible, no one can see me, and then Immune gets caught by something, I have to go save him. He's nodding his head in agreement without saying anything.
No, yeah, I was just thinking, like, that's happened a lot, and, yeah, you definitely have a ton of privilege as a feral druid.
Yeah, I've honestly been loving my Pharaoh Druid in the open world content. I can just, like, negate all the maw shit. Whenever I convoke the spirits off cooldown, I'll look at it and I'll be like, someone's gonna fucking die. And I'll literally stalk horde. Like, if I have a minute on my cooldown, I'll find somebody and I'll follow them invisible and they won't even know that I'm even there. And I'll wait until the right moment to go behind them, stun them, and go, And literally, like, I can kill someone immediately if they do not trinket and stun me. And people don't know you can buy an upgraded trinket in Oribos, so no one's using it.
Also, side note here, you can buy 2 PvP trinkets, get a set bonus in World PvP and PvP that gives you, like, first off, if you the one breaks you out of any stuns as normal, but then the second one makes it so that all versatility you have is increased by, what was it, Slide, 40%?
Yeah, 40.
Dang.
So, like, your healing and your damage reduction, like, it's honestly broken. They're probably going to fix it. Because if you build a versatility set and then you put that trinket set on, you deal so much damage that, like, if you get the jump on somebody, they're just toast. They're dead.
Yeah, for the first time since, I guess, Draenor, I'm actually considering making a PvP set that's, like, verse mastery instead.
I definitely am going to do that. It's spicy. I feel like World PvP has been wild right now. It hasn't felt like it's reached that point to where it's unbalanced, where we're getting smashed yet, but we all know what's coming, right? We know, like, in like a month or two, Alliance are going to turn off war mode, and then we're going to get fucked again, left in the trenches, abandoned by our own troops. But for right now, it was great.
I did have to turn mine off very briefly, but it is back on. But as I'm sure anyone who has war mode on knows, and Immune and I showed it on our social medias, the cave, Venari's cave, is just like a dead zone. I tried for 10 minutes just to leave, and I couldn't. And I was just like, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, just the fact that, like, we have against overwhelming odds, too, makes it even more so that, like, that is the place that you go to get your 25 kills. So it's just both sides are duking it out there. It's just, like, back and forth control of that area. Just then there's a mad dash to go to the portal to make it back to Oribos.
It's like a mini battleground, almost. I feel like at any given time, one side will turn the tide and take over cave control. And then immediately, in the next 10 minutes, it's over. Before I logged off for recording this, the largest horde group I'd ever seen was camping the cave, and it ended up just being like 2 guilds. Like, some guild called, like, the Terran Empire said that tonight was going to be like Camp Venari's Cave night. And so there were like 40 people, and I'm like, I'm going to prowl past this and just keep going with my stuff.
You're lucky they didn't, like, have their hunters put out some flares or something and then just, like, nuke you down.
They were, but then they shot somebody else instead of me, so I ran away. I'm not fighting for that. Speaking of Marksman Hunter is ridiculously OP right now in PvP. It's crazy. I was carrying a flag when, yes, the flag gives you a debuff, but I had just got the flag, and I was in bear tank form, 36k health. I got killed in like 1.5 seconds by a Marksman Hunter because they can mark you where you are. They can shoot through the walls. Like, their carrying ability breaks line of sight, so that they can just kill you whenever. And I just died immediately. And I'm like, this needs to be fixed. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's broken as fuck. I was in that same battleground, and a Marksman Hunter out DPS'd my healing. I had to pop 2 cooldowns just to live. If I didn't, I would have died.
It's broken. Like, at least with me, when I use Convoke the Spirits, you can trinket and you can interrupt me. When a hunter is like up on the 2nd floor and I'm at the bottom floor getting shot, what am I gonna do? I can't do nothing about that. I'm dead.
Yeah, and if they're Night Fae, they can put down that ring, which Hunter's marks you, and it's very likely that you cannot even target them and fight back, and they can just nuke you down.
It's crazy. So I'm going to add my voice to the pile of those calling for nerf Marksman Hunter, please. Thank you, Ian. Or actually, that wouldn't be Ian. That would be Mr. Halinka, who has an NPC in the Necrolord area called Hellinka, and I love that. I saw that. I was like, that's a good one.
All I'm getting out of this is it sounds like every other class gets really cool abilities, and I think the mages got the short end of the stick. Cubby Bub was updating me every time as she was leveling what the rogues got, and they were all cool damaging abilities.
What is she? Is she Night Fae?
She has yet to choose, but it is between... She's actually right behind me. Between Night Fae and Necrolords, correct?
Hi,
okay.
I just got home from work. I am level 59, but I'm still planning on doing Night Fae. But just in case, I might still be on the teeter of Night Fae and the Kyrian.
Okay, well, how about this? Kyrian right now for sub rogue is also broken. They're super fucking strong for the Kyrian ability for now.
She plays outlaw though, right?
Well, I think it's strong for everybody. I'm pretty sure, but I guess I really don't know. Who knows? That's fun.
She said shit and then looked in the distance.
Uh-oh. But yeah, I'm trying to go through my list here. Ooh, okay. If you are an Ardent Wield, I need you to do me a favor. Anybody out there, please go out to the coordinates 6423. It's like northeastern Ardenweld in like the heart of the Grove or something. I have noticed bots have a new operation where there will be like 10 people pulling sprites and they're killing them for BOEs and for cloth. And I had a group of people.
Is this by the big spirit bear?
No. So the thing is, they have a couple of the groves. So is Heart of the Grove the main point you fly into?
Yeah, that's the main center one where I believe your Covenant Hall is.
Oh, okay. So then I meant to say like Darkwood Grove. It's some other grove, like way up. You wouldn't be going there unless you have one world quest up there or you're going to the coordinates because I told you to go there, which is why they're there. There's so many bots farming. And so I led an operation to break them up. And we killed them all, and we camped their bodies because it's so obvious that they're bots. The way they move is so mechanical. The way that they come after you, they will like interrupt you and then immediately turn very slowly to res their other bot friends. I don't know who's programming this shit, but it's crazy. So if you're in war mode, go there and kill them because they are cheating our economy.
Yeah, and they picked the perfect spot too because these sprites endlessly spawn.
I've reported them endlessly because I don't think so. There was a rare that I wanted to kill, and they were in front of it, and I couldn't kill it, so I had to kill them first to get to the rare.
This may be old news, but isn't Blizzard supposed to be doing something to crack down on this?
That's the thing. They are. They are, but like it's possible. I mean, like it's always an arms race, right? Where like Blizzard will up their shit to detect botting. Botting will up their shit to get undetected. So like it's like a good old Cold War race.
When I heard that, for some reason, I was thinking like Cold War as in like the race against diseases evolving. I don't know why I thought that, but like also that against antibiotics.
Botting is a disease.
Yeah, if you bot, your butt probably isn't wiped properly.
You're sitting in doo-doo right now.
Dookie boy.
Get a bidet.
So that was like 20 minutes of me talking about what I did in WoW, or do we keep it going, or do we just keep talking?
Just try ending it off, see what happens. I guess this is a weird ass episode.
Okay, Aaron, what did you do in WoW?
This week in WoW, I finished the leveling experience. Growlina is officially level 60, and I chose my covenant, the Venthyr.
Woo woo!
And then I have been just trying to do world quests every day. To do all 4 zones takes a lot of time. And recently today, I started doing some Torghast stuff to wildly changing levels of difficulty.
You're probably not geared enough for the current wings, I would assume, at 151.
I can do the first 2 confidently. I have not tried the third, but I'm just holding off for now.
I think the 3 of us should try to do one together. I forget that you can like do them like as like a group of, it's up to 5, correct?
Up to 5, yeah.
Yeah, and it scales. I feel like that'd be fun.
That'd be nice. But I can tell you that every Torghast run is dependent on whether I can pull, I forgot the name of the item, but it makes it so that your mirror images can use all the moves that a mage can. Ooh, that thing is so dirty.
So I was actually reading that Mage is one of the most broken in Torghast abilities, and I wasn't going to tell Alex this, but Priest is one of the weakest.
Oh, well, that makes me feel a little better, I guess.
Oh, okay. I was ready to make it feel worse. Apparently, all I saw was Priest talking about this in Torghast chat. Priests were saying that their abilities sucked compared to other abilities that they were seeing people get.
There are a lot of bad ones I come across. I'm like, I'm not going to pick this one about, like, mind controlling the enemies. I'm like, that's stupid, I feel like.
Wait, what is it? You can just control them? Like, what? And then what?
No, its abilities, like, when you cast mind control on an enemy, it does X, Y, and Z. I'm like, but then I lose control of everything I'm doing. And it's like, I feel like it's really disruptive to pick abilities that do that.
But wait, what if, can't you mind control somebody if you're not on combat with them? And then can't you like make mobs fight each other and then they won't come to you? So like they'll kill a mob and then they'll leave it alone and then bam.
I mean, I guess. I just feel like there are a lot of abilities in Torghast I would rather have personally. I mean, maybe that's just me.
I mean, definitely Aaron's mirror image shit sounds cool as fuck. Like, I don't have anything like that.
All I'm saying is that I combined that with 2 ones that add an extra mirror image. Fought the last guy. They did 5 simultaneous greater pyroblasts, and he died in 1 hit.
Oh my god, what?
Because it does. Because it does like 160 to 150% of his health.
Oh my god, my jaw literally dropped when I heard that. So how many like mirrors did you have of that?
One of the things is you can get a thing that adds an extra character to your mirror image. So I had 2 of those, and then I also got the thing where they can use all the moves, and they default to using that one as long as you stand still. And so yeah, we stood there. I threw 1 fireball, and all of a sudden behind me I saw 5 slow-moving orbs, and when they hit the man, he fell over.
So it was 6 greater pyroblasts at once.
Yep.
Wow. That's amazing.
And that has spoiled me to be like, well, that's how I win all of them. So now any time that I don't get that, I feel nerfed, even though I'm not.
You probably just had like one of the like most ideal runs anyone has ever had.
Yeah, mine are okay, but like it just ends up being like I can use my Vocal Spirits on like a 1 minute cooldown, and it like murders them. Like, that's fine. I do have one broken one where my entangling roots will deal damage, and I can entangle people out of combat. So I'll just sit there casting entangling roots for 10 minutes in every mob, and I never had to fight them. I'd have to wait 10 minutes while I watch like a video or something while I slowly kill everything in Torghast.
There are a whole bunch that are dealing with Door of Shadows, which is the Venthyr ability where you can like port. So, but I need to ask, Immune, are you using that offensively? I can't imagine Door of Shadowsing into people.
Yes. Okay. So I'm so happy because like our Soulbind, you have what's her name?
Naja the Mistblade.
Yeah. Yeah. What We Do in the Shadows reference, totally, 100%. But yeah. So you have the first ability of hers, which makes it so that you like it dazes them, or what? I forget what the actual term, but like it disorients.
I don't know about that.
Maybe.
The one that I have. If you get 40 stacks of her buff, which you get for just fighting, she increases haste.
Oh, maybe you don't have this one yet then. So like the next one that you get from her, it's that whenever the location that you teleport to with Door of Shadows, any enemies within the circle become disoriented. So I'm like, shit, as a Zelda main in Smash Bros, I'm like, this is my shit. Like, you're literally saying that I can be Zelda and just like teleport into the enemies and like do damage and disorient all of them.
Boo Reno, I can't do this now because I've been hit by your Zelda up Bs too much. I'd feel too dirty.
So yes, I pick all of those talents because like it makes it so that if you like stack the Door of Shadows talents in Torghast, it makes it almost instant to teleport. And there are a few that like I believe add either damage or like something else to it as well. It makes it so that you have increased dodge. You teleport into them, it disorients all of them. You have dodge, and then you can just do a bunch of damage to all of them, and they can't even hit you.
Dang, that's epic. But
also, Door of Shadows in Torghast in general is pretty broken. You can dodge all the traps you want.
Yeah, but I can already teleport. I can
That's
already
true.
shimmer.
I can't do that, so it's really great for me.
But other than that, I've just, been grilling, chilling. And this is a wild and wet episode, but I am going to return us to normalcy a little bit by pulling a time warp.
Whoa, this is a great time for me to make a dream.
Okay, so for this week's time warp, we have all gone through the Necrolords of Maldraxxus, that storyline, and a key feature of their area is that there are a lot of leaders for their 5 houses. You have 40 seconds to give me as many of their names, both current and past. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess.
And begin.
The Primus.
Varys, I believe is his name. I think I'll count Draka and Morgraine.
Gehrman.
I don't know if they're considered.
Gehrman. It sounds like a follower, like a listener. Gehrman. Gerby.
Fuck, who's the one who died in the main house?
The
House of the Chosen. What's his name?
The Primus. I already said that one.
No, the one who is killed in the story.
Oh, Margrave Crexus. Thank you.
God, I don't know why I just helped you get that.
Okay, now I don't remember the other. There's a big fat green boy. There's big.
Time.
Oh.
God, you guys put me on blast. It is tied as of yet. 2-2.
Who do we miss?
So you missed, I heard Virez, who is the big jelly bean man that I heard before.
Mm-hmm.
The Primus, Alexandros Morgraine, and Crexus. You missed Akarek, the former head of House of Eyes, Stradama, former leader of House of Plagues, Garmal, who is our big man from House of Constructs, and I'm very sad you guys didn't recognize Sindane.
Who?
Which one is the really gross big one?
Garmal.
Garmy.
That's a hot commod there. Future sexiest NPC for sure.
So what's our tiebreaker?
So the tiebreaker is... Who's the vampire man in the Kyrian who has like the bulbous haircut? It's Lord something.
Chamberlain.
So
Lord
your
Chamberlain?
tiebreaker jumps to the Venthyr. Lord Chamberlain is voiced by Matthew Mercer doing an impersonation of a Metal Gear Solid character.
What?
What?
Yes.
Didn't know
He
either of those
specifically
things.
said he channeled a Metal Gear Solid character when doing the voice. On the count of 3, give me the character he was impersonating. 1, 2, 3.
Snake.
Okay, I have time here to think because
I don't know any characters in Metal Gear Solid, so this is slides to lose.
if I had to think, it's not Sniper Wolf because that's a lady and he didn't voice Sniper Wolf.
Immune is
It's
on
not.
something.
It's not Otic. It's not Oticon.
Solid Snake.
Oh, that means this Liquid Snake. Or
There you go.
Ocelot. Oh, it's Liquid Snake. Okay.
He was doing an impression of Liquid Snake.
Was he? Okay, now I'm sorry, but does he know how to voice Liquid Snake? Because I did not get any. I didn't get any Liquid Snake vibes from fucking Lord Chamberlain.
I heard that just according to whatever little thing I read, the article, he said he was doing his best Liquid Snake.
Maybe I was focused on Chamberlain's big hair buns to think about anything else.
So, Slide, you win this week.
What? Do you not believe me about his hair buns immune?
I just wanted to see them again. Because I guess there are several
big
Venthyr that have the
buns.
hair buns, yo.
They look really bad. I mean, like it's probably on purpose, but like I hate that haircut on them.
Oh, I will be taking a shot as the loser of this time warp.
You know what his hair reminds me of? If for fans of Adam Sandler movies, if you've seen the 1998 hit Little Nicky, you recognize the devil with titties on his head who has to wear a bra. That's what Lord Chamberlain's haircut reminds me of.
Well, cheers to week 2 of Shadowlands, boys.
And Little Nicky.
Cheers to Mr. Deeds.
No, we love Popeye's chicken here.
Mr. Deeds is another Adam Sandler film.
Okay, but like Kool-Aid in the water fountain would never work.
No, it wouldn't.
The pipes would gum up so immediately.
Yeah, they would erode from all that sugar.
Okay, well, I guess since this Time Warp's original topic was about Meldraxis, we all did some of the side quests, right?
Yeah.
I know Aaron did all of them because I saw that you just got that achievement.
In my Draxus, I did them all.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't finished them all yet, but the one I did do this one where you work with... Okay, I'm sorry. What is the name of the race of people who are like Velnari? They're like a little ethereal.
I don't know. Have they named what they're supposed to be called?
I don't know. They're all in the cartel, it seems like, which seems suspect at best.
Well, anyways, the one side quest when you're questing with one of them in Meldraxis and you have to like invade this tower with all these books that are attacking you.
Oh,
yes, I have done that one.
Shit. What's it called? It has a fucking sick ass name.
I think it's called like, I don't know how to pronounce this word, so like excuse me if I butcher it, which I will. It's called like I believe the Sepulchre of Knowledge or something like that.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I very seldom see that word, but I'm pretty sure that tower is actually the Tower of the Damned as opposed to Torghast.
I thought it was bad when it was the two of us, and to be fair, we were also fighting a shaman in there, but when I had to go in there alone and press all those fucking books by myself, my god, I've never been hit by so many things in my life.
And when Slide and I were in there the first time together, and all those books, like, if they're all attacking you, their damage adds up. But, like, I almost died, and I was like, oh my god, these books are killing me. But then I realized that there was also a rogue attacking me, like a horde rogue, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's why these books are killing me. Then we just quickly killed the rogue.
And then the book still hit us, and it still hurt. It was a pretty cool quest, though, but, like, so are these people not good? Because I keep getting vibes from Venari and from, like, just, like, these weird... What is even their head? What is their head? Like a rune piece? Like, what is that?
It seems to me like they are just a collection of anima with, like, various clothes attached to it. I don't know.
Yeah, as of what I've played, I haven't gotten any lore as to who these people are, but they're everywhere. There's one in Revendreth that keeps wanting me to give him knives. And then he's like, you have access to the black market now because knife.
Yeah, they seem to be fans of trading and deals. A lot of them are referred to as brokers. And they're part of the cartel. It's a weird taste of flavor here, but I'm not really sure what to make of it. Also, if you're current on the Velnari questline, spoilers, is she bad?
It seems like everybody wants her. I feel like people have been saying not to don't trust anybody in the mall is what I've heard repeatedly. And then it's like, don't trust her. There was even that quest, remember in Orbos, where like one of those people, they were like, so you got help from Venari. And then you're like, who's Venari? And he's like, I know you had help. And you're like, no, I didn't. And it's like, who's the baddie here?
Oh, I kind of took it as like Blizzard was literally asking for feedback on the Maw, because the first thing that guy asks you is like, how would you rate your experiences in the Maw so far? And then like the options were like, it's horrible, I die really easily, ranging from that to like, it's a cakewalk.
Well, it's possible that actually was feedback, but I mean, like after that, he was like, who's Venati?
No, yeah, I agree with you. I feel like everything after that was a little bit of a story beat about how we're supposed to be secretly working with Venari.
You know, I don't trust her, and you want to know why? Next time you're in that fucking cave with her, do me a favor. Look at her really close, okay? Now look down. Look at her pants. Where did those fucking fashionable-ass pants come from? They are the most pinstriped circus pants I've ever seen. Why is this collection of animal and metal cardboard pieces wearing these pants? Please, look at them. Please, God.
She has not yet revealed all of her secrets. This might be her ultimate secret as to why she's been able to hide out in the Maw by herself for so long. I don't know.
Do you
Fashion,
think,
baby.
like, in a similar way to how we all got magical capes, do you think in the point 3 of this expansion we'll all get Venari's pants? Like, she's like, champion, you need this to go to the heart of the Maw. Take my pantaloons.
I mean, it could be. I mean, it seems like so far every week we're unlocking a new region within the Maw. If you're like technically air quotes current. So who knows what will be held in the future? I don't know.
The last region is literally just called Venari's Pantaloons. That'd be about it.
Champion, I trust you to get into my pants. And you're like, Venari, I mean, we're pretty close, I guess. And she goes, no, like, there's a pocket realm in here.
Have you guys had any legendary drops for you? Speaking of Venari's pants, that like look sexy or look cool, or have you had just off-spec legendaries drop for you?
Yeah, I guess that's another good thing to talk about, because this is the first official week that if you are like as far as possible, you could possibly craft a legendary piece. And to answer Slide's question, no, I haven't gotten a single fucking holy legendary yet. I've gotten some disc ones, I have a shadow one, but no holy ones have dropped. And like, I looked, there's a guide that Automatic Jack, who's like the head holy priest, posted, and I guess our top 2 legendaries are dropped by a world boss, and the other one is dropped by Sire Denathrius himself. So basically, these are things that I won't get for like a month probably.
I'm sorry, who drops it?
Yeah.
Daddy D, baby.
Thank you.
Ooh, Zaddy. I'm
Because,
behind.
like, it just sucks,
I'm behind
though.
the times, and my boy the Rune Carver only has one hand so far, so I have a little bit more work to do until he
listen
gets
up,
legendary.
No. Listen, he said to you, I guess I only need one hand free.
Yeah, he still has one hand for us too, and he's still fucking making this shit. He's crazy.
Yeah, you free him just enough so that he can make you some legendaries.
Have you had any recipes drop for you, Aaron?
No, I have not. Nothing really has dropped for me, except for the. It's not legendary, but the distress it causes me is legendary. It is an offhand for casters in the spooky zones that looks like a vial of green ooze or blood, and someone at Blizzard didn't attach it to your hip at the correct spot.
Oh no, where is it? Where is it?
So it's like an Erlenmeyer flask, but like angular and spooky. But when you put it on your hip, the hip part is at the very end of the flask, so it sticks out from your character model about half a foot with the big bulb in front of you. It makes me feel shameful to have it on my hip.
Gotta T-Mog that shit.
Why not just split the difference? Why not have it at like the base of the wide part? I don't know. It looks bad.
Honestly, this is how I feel about most staffs in general when they're on your back. I just feel like it looks weird most of the time. Maybe is this a Draenei thing, or do you guys feel that way too?
I don't look at staffs.
I've just never trusted anything on Growlina's body.
That's
she manages
fair enough.
to always fuck it up. Like when I'm doing the world quest in Maldraxxus, where it's like, you have the flag of the chosen on your back. It really, really shows that she hunches forward when she runs. So all of a sudden, it's at like a 60-degree angle.
Stabbing people in the eyes as you walk past
Exactly.
them. I crafted a legendary.
Wow.
I crafted a legendary.
I had two of my best. So the thing is, legendary recipes drop from like different sources for everybody. So like Immunes literally is from Daddy D and a world boss. I don't know where the mage ones drop from. You probably have one in your bag though. Like I'm pretty sure everyone seems to get like a base one from like random things on the mall. But I guess two of my best ones, one for PvE, one for PvP, both dropped for Pharaoh Druid pretty early. So I went and I made them, even though all the sites say, don't craft anything because you don't know if the things are going to get nerfed. And it's like, I'm going to have enough soul ash by the 8th to craft another legendary, I'm pretty sure. So like, who cares? You can also upgrade them. There's only so many legendaries. Just, if you want a legendary, don't fucking wait. If you have the spec once, just do it. If you want it, just do it. Fuck these people telling us what to do from their ivory towers. I won't stand for it.
I mean, maybe your guides are different, but like mine were very straightforward about like the 2 that are best for holy and like what you do with them. I don't know.
I feel like the Pharaoh community can be a little bit uptight because they're like, we've been playing since Classic and we never get our due. And I'm like, I just joined you guys and like our rotation is fun, but like, can we chill out for a second, everybody? Let's just chill.
So, Tyre, who I believe was the first of us or among the first to get max level, he did it day 1, said that the world quests are very bad and tedious. I know we touched upon them a little bit earlier. Do you find the actual nature of them tedious?
No.
I think they're fine. I feel like they're different than the ones we're used to, but I don't dislike them. I think they're fine the way they are. I don't really have a complaint about them in general, no.
The only thing I miss, and only because I'm lazy, is I've yet to find any where you just kill one mob. I really miss those blue circles.
Yeah, those don't exist anymore. I have had one quest where some quests can be annoying where you have to kind of like check Wowhead or have to be like, what the fuck does it want me to do? Like, what is it? What do I have? Like, what are these traps? I have to unbooby trap? Like, what is this? But like, not that bad, I don't think.
That booby trap one just made me feel like a fool. They even said, like, you need to get individual components, and I was still like, why won't the harp work?
Oh my god. Okay, so mine wasn't even a world quest. I think like that's also just a quest in Ardenweald, right? And it took me so long to figure out what to do. And I feel like some of the booby traps, I just never got the item that I needed to dispel it. So I just had to avoid those. I'm like, I guess I'm only looking for baskets and harps. I don't know how to dispel these other things, so...
That's what I did. I never found thread for the harps. It's like, are these harps even usable? There's nothing here to use them with.
Yeah, because like it would still let you click on them if you didn't have the debuff from the item to dispel them. So like originally, like first time when I ran through it blindly, I was like, yeah, I'll click on this harp, and then it's like, oh, I'm just dancing, but I'm not getting any credit? What?
You just love dancing.
I mean, I do, but like I want also love credit for world quests.
That zone it just peed me off. It really pissed me off because that was also the zone where it's like, you need to go get the Spriggan knowledge. And you went to the guy and it's like, you have to do, well, they don't tell you, but it's like, you have to do something that will please him, which translates to like do an emote. But you need to make sure you do it before or after he stops talking. Because even if he's like, they praised our praise with praise. If you do it while he's talking, he's like, Toad, start all over.
Dude,
Oh my god, I have a story here. So, yes, that quest, like, even if you are undisturbed and know what you're doing and get every emote correct, it probably takes, like, 5 minutes at least if you're just, like, right back to back. Because, like, I would do the emotes and then he would be like, yeah, you're right. And then he'd, like, pause for, like, literally 35 seconds. I'm like, so what's the next thing? And then he would tell a story about what he wanted me to do next. But anyways, during this point, Slidewhistle decided to be a baddie.
I already told you earlier in the episode about how if my Convoke the Spirits is off cooldown, I will look for somebody to kill. Well, I've seen this other Tauren Druid in Ardenweald. I'm not even kidding. I've noticed him multiple days in a row. So I don't know if we're just like shard bonded together or what's going on here. And I've seen him leveling and I was going to go to bed. And before I go to bed, I'm like, I had to kill somebody. And my Convoke was up. And what do I see at the Spriggan's quest where you have to emote at this man? It's that Tauren Druid. And I see him doing /dance. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Because my biggest fear, I've done that quest twice on my main and on my alt. My biggest fear is that while I do this quest, I will be ganked by the Horde. So now I have to inflict my nightmares onto others. I saw him doing /dance and I was like, I'm so sorry, baby boy, I have to kill you. And I went to kill him, but I pressed the wrong button. So instead I cycloned him. And when you're cycloned, you're immune for like 5 seconds. So I can't damage him and I can't cancel the cyclone. So I had to I just looked at him and I went /kiss. And I had to run out of shame because I couldn't kill him. But then once I was out of sight, I stealthed and I had to come back to finish him off. And I killed him after a failed attempt. and I killed him.
Poor man. You
killed
literally
him.
wasted 7 minutes of his life for redoing that quest.
It's like that was like I cannot think of a situation that is more so the definition of griefing than killing somebody doing the Spriggans emote quest. But I did it, and then I logged off immediately because I'm like, I can't be seen by anybody. The shame is too real.
And not only did you kill him, you taunted him by wasting some of his time, and then came back several minutes later to finish him off.
It wasn't several minutes. It was like 20 seconds. But he thought he was safe, but he wasn't.
Either way, that was so much bad karma.
Okay, well, how about we balance out the bad karma with some good karma? Because I have a secret emergency sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh, secretive. My favorite kind of tiv.
I sent you boys in our group chat image of the current sexiest NPC of the week this week.
1 second. Let me pull this up. I was a good boy and I was literally not on any other media, so let me check this.
To this week's sexiest NPC of the week, signed off by Earth to Vince, Marasmius? I think it's Marasmius.
Ooh, Jason Marasmius over there making me feel insert name of Jason Mraz song.
He says, quote, "I'm yours."
Stop. This fucking mushroom grandpa is how users of the Night Fae Covenant teleport across Ardenweald. You access the fungal network through Marasmius's beautiful ancient roots that he himself has plowed for years. And when I say years, I mean like honestly like eons. He predates the Winter Queen. Like this bitch is he's not just a granddaddy, he's a great granddaddy.
Wait, hold up. How does he predate the Winter Queen? I felt like all of the leaders of the Covenants were the first ones to exist that founded their covenants.
No. Which is crazy, right? So the current reigning system we have are the Eternal Ones, right? But the Eternal Ones are actually predated by the First Ones.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I do not know what that means or what that entails, but there is a line with Marasmius where he says, "I remember when the Winter Queen first came to power." And it's like, whoa, wait, what? Like, bro, you've been around for so long. But, like, literally all of his quests are, you know what? I haven't eaten some loamy mushrooms in a while. Why don't you send me out? Why don't you go grab some of this loamy soil I can munch on for later? And you literally go get him food, and he just, like, eats it. Like, that's it. That's it.
Wow.
So you travel out there with your soil chart. You say, "These are the soils for Daddy."
He even makes like he's like, you know, soil isn't just soil. Soil can be silt. Soil can be loamy. And he's like, dude, are you my fucking professor from my fucking soils class right now?
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm back in college right now.
But like,
Back at our alma mater, you turn the corner and there's Marasmius just like, "Take your seat in the back."
So I would say, like, there were some professors that I'm like, that's a hot professor. Or, like, that's a hot TA. But, like, if I saw, what's his name? Marasmius? If I saw Marasmius, I'd be like, that's a shroom I would like to eat on up.
And my favorite was when I first discovered him. I was like, that's a face on this guy, right? And there was like, this mushroom needs help. And then he started fucking talking to me, and I was like, oh, he's talking. And the very first fucking daily quest he gave me, I'm not even kidding, and I didn't even realize it until later, he wanted me to go find 8 of his stalks. 8 of his stalks across Ardenweald, right? And he wanted me to release their pollen. Bro, these stalks were long, thin, and very penis-shaped. I went around...
My boy Marasmius said, "I need some relief. Be a buddy. Just help me get some relief."
So you're telling me, is this our first sexiest NPC post Shadowlands?
Probably.
Yeah.
Our first Sexiest NPC post Shadowlands literally wants us to travel around Ardenweald and jack him off for pollen.
So I can only half confirm this because I was talking to Papa Cheese, who was high off of 2 edibles, and he was like, he literally said, thanks for the relief, champion. And I'm like, he didn't say that. But in my headcanon, he totally said that.
I needed to collect the pollen spores, champion, but this bucket you gave me is too small. Well, I don't know. You can just kind of get it in your mouth, in your hair.
But
like maybe spitters are quitters.
no.
I need all that pollen, champion. I need 100% spitters and quitters.
So I tweeted an image the first time I met Sexy Mushroom Grandpa, and Earth to Vince, listener of the pod, responded and said, the literal first thing I thought of when I saw him was Shroom Daddy needs to be Sexiest NPC of the week soon. We been knew that everyone loves a big mushroom head.
Also, first off, love Vince. Thank you for listening to us for so long. You're like, I think you are literally our first fan and we love you for it. But also, like, I love the fact that people are playing this game now and thinking this guy needs to be a Sexiest NPC of the week because of us.
But especially when his fucking sexy ass jack me off harass me is.
Because for the record, we also thought this before this was posted by Vince. So, like, it was like affirmation that we're all on the same wavelength here.
We're all some nasty bitches. We need to fucking see a fucking therapist. What's wrong with us? We saw this mushroom pixel and said, that's going to be what we talk about for 15 minutes.
It is literally just a fungus man with a vague approximation of a face. And we were like, yeah, we want to fuck this thing.
He loves eating. He can't help it.
Honestly, pretty girthy might hurt. I don't know.
Oh, he is the girthiest. I don't know who he's going to be stuck inside of. But all right, Brasmias, don't worry. I'll bring it to you when I do my daily quest. Because he has the daily quests, but like, there's no rep counter for him. So I'm like, I'm getting rep with him, but I think it's working.
So is he the one that gives you your calling, or is this a separate daily?
Separate daily. He's in... Wait, so you have a portal network too, right? Is there not an NPC in there who gives you dailies?
Yes, there is an NPC. There's a couple NPCs that give us dailies. Most of them come from the Prince.
I believe, yeah. So it's like the Prince and the Accuser, I believe, that are like the ones that are like nearest to this, like our network is like these mirrors. Yeah. And we don't really officially have a daily with it, I believe. Like, I don't think there's anything special about it like this.
So wait, so how many reps as a Venthyr Covenant person do you have?
2.
Yeah, we have the Harvesters, and the other one's called the Chosen, I believe? No. What's it called? Fuck.
The Bloodied.
So there's the Harvesters, which are the real guys, and then there's the Accusers or the Harvesters side
the ones
agents.
That like
all I know
the ones
is
that want you to collect sin stones all the time, right?
Yeah, all I know is that they are so in the middle for me that I can check a box that I've never seen to be at war with them. I can just be like, yeah, I don't like these guys anymore. I'm going to kill them.
That's fucking weird. So, like, for me, I have the Wild Hunt, and then I have the other one that I can't remember. But then Marasmius has his own friendship level that me and him have. So, like, I have 3 technically with Ardenweald. But, like, I don't... Like, he has a vendor that can sell me stuff, but his rep doesn't appear on, like, my bar.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, so he's not, like, an official rep.
But, like, he kind of is, because I constantly am gaining rep each day with Marasmia. So I don't know if it's not being reported. When I talk to him, there is a friendship bar with a heart that I can see grow, kind of like Venari. But Venari has a tab in the rep tab, too, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe it's broken, because I think originally Venari was not included in the rep. So, like, the rep was broken as of, like, 4 or 5 days ago, where, like, things were not showing up properly. So maybe Shroom Daddy will eventually be included in there, or maybe he's just his own thing. I don't know.
It's probably broken. That's our sexiest NPC of the week.
There you have it. Oh.
Now it's time for our top toot, bottom boot, medium moot. Immune, I'll let you go first so I can go pee, because I know this is going to be a long one.
Oh boy, is it gonna be a long one. I got myself a bottom boot of the week. And let me just say, overall, I've been really enjoying Torghast. I will preface this by saying that I have really enjoyed Torghast. I think it's a really cool, repeatable content, but they need to fucking debug it. Because this week, I tried for the first time. I guess, admittedly, it was for the first time I was trying to solo it. Normally, I have run them with Slide, like me and my priest, Immune, and him on Wild Seed as Druid. But this time, my first one, level 3, the new wing, I admittedly don't know the name of them, but like the lower this week one, level 3, I was trying to run it on my own. And I had 0 problems the entire time. I did not die once. I got a bunch of really good anima powers. I made it to the final boss of the level 3 lower this week, and it was Observer Zelgar, the third eye of the jailer.
You have his whole name. You've clocked this man.
Ooh, I have fucking clocked this man because I was so tilted. I've never in my life been so mad at this game. That is saying something, because I've been mad in the past. I've cried over this game before, but I've never been this mad at this game before, that I felt like something was so unfair. Anyways, I went into this final boss encounter. It was, what is the last level of Torghast? 6?
Yes.
7? 6, I think?
6.
So, level 6, I am fighting this guy. And I go in there, I'm like, yeah, I got this. And my first one, I wipe because of this ability where he has this beam that kills you. I'm like, okay, fine, maybe I just did something wrong. I try it again. No, I wipe 7 times in a row to this guy.
Whoa.
And this has not happened very often to me in this game. I'm like, I think I'm a pretty good holy priest at this game. Did I just do something completely wrong? But no, I look up the Wowhead. The top comments, vastly upvoted is that this is unfair, that this is bugged, because the ability that killed me, it is, I forget what it's called officially, but it's this beam that locks, right now, we think it's bugged, locks onto you immediately and just stays with you, does 1 tick 60% of your life, and 2 ticks it kills you. The first time it locks onto you, you can maybe have a cooldown that saves you, and the second time it will kill you. It just killed me. Every time, I'm like, I don't know what to do about this. You can outrange it technically, but I'm not good at kiting bosses, and I feel like I shouldn't have to kite this boss on the lower Torghast level 3. I feel like it's bugged. We have confirmation that it's bugged because there are video evidence of how this boss is supposed to act by people who fought this boss, I believe, on beta access. Is that what that video is from, Slide?
It's bugged 100%.
No, the video.
Yeah, I think so.
So the video from beta that I've seen spread around about this boss is that it's supposed to cast this channel and then start casting this beam at whatever place you are after it's done casting the channel, and then slowly rotate towards where you are after that.
So that you have a chance to outrun it.
Right, but the way it currently is it has its cast time, and then it locks onto you, and then follows you. If you move, it will be right on top of you the entire time.
Basically, imagine if you are doing a Pokemon competitive battle and the enemy Venusaur was able to solar beam without gathering sunlight. That's exactly what it is. It's immediate, bam, you're dead.
So I will say it was not immediate. He channels it so you could interrupt it, but as a holy priest, I don't really have interrupts. I have chastise, and it's on a 60-second cooldown.
But also warriors, rogues, demon hunters, melee classes were complaining about it because the way that it works is it snaps to you immediately. Because you can interrupt it, but there's no rhyme or reason to him casting it again. He may cast it again, he may not. His pattern is unpredictable, which is why he's such a strong boss to begin with. But when you combine that with him being able to go meow immediately is the problem. I guess before, when he snaps to you, he takes his time to turn and face you. Whereas right now it's ability, 1 second, you're dead.
Yeah, so the video I watched about how it was supposed to be in beta, apparently, is that he picks a place and then you, like, leisurely have your time to, like, outrun his beam like most other mechanics, like, especially for a level 3 boss. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Anyways, it was the most mad I've ever been at WoW. I immediately rage turned off WoW and went to bed. And this was, like, early, and, like, this is last night. And I will say, like, I felt very well rested today because of it, and I was very productive at work, and I feel great right now. It was a personal low for me in all of WoW last night.
Dang.
It was really unfair. Like, there was no reason for it to be that immediate snapping to somebody casting a large ability. And, like, the thing is, it wasn't just Holy Priest. And if you check Wildhead, almost every class is represented being like, this is bullshit, I can't kill him. Like, what am I supposed to do about this?
So I did report it as a bug, and my bug claim to Blizzard was like, this is a bug, right? Well, I guess that is my bottom boot of the week. So, Slide, what do you got?
I got me a top 2 this week.
Thank goodness. I was like, we're loving this expansion. We need a toot. Because I think last week we were straight boots.
We were all boots last week. And I will say, like, I am loving this expansion. There are just, like, admittedly, what my bottomest of boots this week is probably a bug.
I will echo the same. This expansion is so fucking good. And my top 2 this week is Feral Druid. So I was skeptical. When I was leveling my Death Knight, I was like, holy fuck, man. Like, I am doing literally the equivalent of every other person in this dungeon's damage. I was the tank, both DPS and healer's damage combined. I was better than that. I was like, is Feral Druid really what I want to play? But, like, my ability to kill people in PvP, fucking only a rogue is maybe comparable, but if I kill them first, it doesn't matter. But also the community around Feral, while they can be a little elitist sometimes, they are so willing to help everybody on rotations because they want Feral to be like a meta class. Because it's...
I was about to say, I know they exist, but I've never really seen a out and proud feral druid.
It's because, like, the problem is, like, if you try to join a group, like, if you're in BFA as Feral Druid, you would not get invited.
Oh, let me tell you, the same as with Holy Priest.
Get out of here!
No, like, literally, if you were trying to run a higher key as Holy Priest, like, they'd be like, your disc, right? And I'd be like, no. And then they'd be like, bye.
Oh. I have found some Feral streamers that are literally just, like, trying to, like, spread the word of this is a good class combination. This is a good covenant to pick. Like, this and this. They're all, like, helping each other to be better because we want Feral to succeed in life.
I'm picturing, like, Backstreet's back, but, like, Feral's back.
Like, so there's one streamer that I've been watching. He has literally, like, 180 followers. And yet he's, like, out there giving his best advice, and let me tell you, it's fucking working. Like, I'm applying, like, his shit to, like, PvP and Battlegrounds, and I'm killing people. Snoopy, SNUPY, he's fucking great.
Follow Snoopy, y'all.
The Norwegians in World of Warcraft know what they're doing. I don't know why or how, but they know what they're doing.
Feral Druids, follow Snoopy.
Well, it's crazy because, like, Wowhead says, do not craft this legendary. It's bad for everything. And then, like, Snoopy and, like, a bunch of other Feral Druids like, this one is great for PvP. Craft it. And it's the one that the Wowhead's saying is bad. So I'm like, I've never had such conflicting information before over a thing, but, like, I feel like that's good because then it gives variance and not just like you have to craft just this one thing and that's it. It's you can craft this for that, or maybe it'll work for both. Because I think no pharaohs are really trying to break out of the box. So it's kind of like a weird, like, anything goes deathmatch right now. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the bleeds. I'm loving the stuns. I have like 4 stuns to my name. It's gross.
Send me some of them.
I have been. When that rogue attacked you, I gave him 3 of my stuns.
It's probably why I lived, yeah.
What about you, Aaron? What's your top 2, bottom boot, medium boot?
So this week, I come to you with 2 bottom boots.
Oh my god.
But they're very minor. They're very minor, so it's not ultimately negative, but there were 2 things that irked me.
I was gonna say, like, if Slide had a bottom boot, it would be a second week of Shadowlands in a row with, like, multiple bottom
We
boots.
love Shadowlands, I swear to you. I've not played a WoW expansion more so.
So the first bottom boot comes back to my best friend, the subtitles in cinematics. And this is specifically when, I swear I joined his covenant, I'll learn his name eventually. The prince is charging Daddy Denathrius.
Prince Renathal.
And there you go. And he is going with the accuser and the harvester is the other woman.
The curator.
He is going with those two. They are knocked aside by anima attacks, and it says it says Venthyr 1 and Venthyr 2 grunt. I said they have names, subtitle team.
Okay, so I did see those subtitles, and I was like, who are these two jobbers running with the Prince Renathal? I did not realize until now that they were the accused and the other one.
Also, like, complete, like, sidetrack / fan crafting shipping theory. I will not be told differently that the curator and the accuser are my OTP. They belong together. They are Shadowlands lesbian couple. Obviously, like, they were very descriptively described as, like, being excited to see each other for the first time in a while when you reunited them. And then they're like, oh my god. You're here.
And Theonar and Renathal, they're going to get together too. They talked about how good their abs were.
No, literally, they're like, oh, you're shirtless? And he's like, oh, I'm shirtless because you were shirtless. And they're like, oh my god, your abs.
Carrots on your abs.
Also, like, I think literally the Venthyr Covenant just said, like, gay rights.
Mwah.
But the other more serious bottom boot is that there is a world quest that comes up in Revendreth a fair amount where you ride on Commander Drevin, and he's like, we gotta sneak little helper boys in via the air to heal people in the castle. And you do it. It's like a timing thing where you have to drop little guys into circles. You do 10 of them. Once it's done, it brings you back to a house. And I have done this 4 times, and every single time it locks me down and I need to leave the game so I can move again.
Oh my god, I did this one earlier today and that did not happen to me. But I know exactly what world quest you're talking about, and like, my timing was surprisingly really bad at this. I'm like, oh my god, am I bad at these timing games now all of a sudden?
My 4th time, I was really fucking it up. But yeah, I don't know if it has to do, I'm just going to pretend like it's Worgen rights, like they don't like us, and the game breaks every time. But I'm like, well, this is a weird thing, but surely it's just the first week blues. But I did it twice this week, and I'm like, what's going on, Blizzard? What's going on with that?
Yeah, that's weird because I confirmed finished that quest earlier today. Sorry to tell you.
But that's all I got.
All right, well, we're the fuck out of here. If you have any guys, hear me out. There's a lot of new NPCs out there. If you have a sexiest NPC suggestion, please send it to us. We cannot be in all 4 Covenant zones at the same time. We need you to help us out. Because at Kyrian, what's even happening there? I haven't been there in fucking forever. I don't know.
No, yeah, same. And like, I literally am only ever in Ardenweald and Revendreth at this point, so help us out.
So send us fan mail or suggestions for this at donotRelentPod@gmail.com or tweet at us on Twitter at donotRelentPod. What about you guys? Where are you at? Blah, blah, blah.
You can find me, Alex or Immunization, on Twitter at New Era Alex, or you can follow our podcast Instagram account, which I have recently started updating finally after so many fucking months.
I did see one, and I said, "Is he gonna do more?" But you didn't. But I know the more is coming.
No. You should check again. I've added a few more. Because I have. I know I've been really bad about it, but I promise I'm going to try to be a little bit better. So if you are a fan of the gram, follow us at Do Not Relent on the gram.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at The Big Cheesy on Twitter. And you can read our literary musings at donotrelent.livejournal.com. I'm sure something will be up by the time you hear this.
Well, why do we only have the Twitter access shared with all of us? Shouldn't we just have all of the things shared with all of us so we can post anything anywhere?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, probably. You know, it only took us 102 episodes.
Literally 102 episodes. All right, well, we're going to leave and figure out that shit later. See you guys next week, and remember...
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.